Hey everybody, let's discuss today our 5-step formula at Driven Leads for running YouTube ads for real estate agents, and why we think it's so important to follow this process, and why we see success with this, and why we feel that this is the way to go going forward. So my name is Nick Kramer. I'm with Driven Leads, and I'm the founder, operating owner of Driven Leads. We've been doing real estate PPC for the past 15 years. YouTube's something we've been working on for the last few years, and something that has gone really well for us and for our clients recently. And you know, it's a constant work in progress. So we have a 5-step formula we kind of follow, and we hand off to our clients and tell them, hey, here's the steps we're going to follow. This is what we're doing, and this is why we're doing it. In a year, this might change. We're constantly testing, constantly trying new things out. We're spending a lot of money in YouTube, so as you get more data and as that stuff gets more clear, it gets more refined. So this process that we have now that we kind of follow is not the same process we followed maybe a year ago. And it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of working with different agents, different markets, seeing what's working for them, what isn't. So let's get into it. Number one is something that's going to be consistent throughout. And you can use these with organic YouTube channels and paid YouTube channels. But for the most part, number one is extremely important. It's create local content. People don't care about what the national numbers are. People don't care about what the Wall Street Journal said. You know, people care about what's going on in their market. How's that relevant to them? Now you can use news from the national news, but really break it down as to what's going on inside your market, inside their neighborhoods, inside the areas that you specialize in. Make sure that's hyper local. It's very important to do that, because ultimately, if you're talking to people and you're speaking over top of them about national news, you're no different than what they're consuming for content on the local news or local national news, Wall Street Journal, New York Times. That doesn't do anything for them. You know, they can read an MSN article about what's going on nationally, and the first question they're gonna have is, what's that mean for us? What's that look like for local? So they care about their neighborhoods. They care about the numbers that are going on locally. Metrics matter. So when we're telling people, you know, do content's important, but do it locally. So that's step one. Step two coincides with this. It's create a consistent flow of content. 2 to 4 videos a month is what we're telling our clients for what we need for Google ads and running YouTube ads. We like to see a flow of 2 to 4 videos. We will take 8 to 10. A bunch of our clients are doing 8 to 10 right now as well. But what that looks like is you're doing videos, again, that are local specific. Like, what's it like to live in XYZ neighborhood? What's close? What are some of the school districts? What are some of the parks? What are the shopping areas? What are good things to do with young families? What's the nightlife like? There's a ton of our clients that are doing this really well at a high level. And it resonates with, again, your local market. People are looking at that and saying, okay, these are fun things to do in the area. This is why I would probably want to be in that neighborhood. So you can do videos like that, but you can also do stuff that is changing month over month. Market reports, you know, when we first got into the industry and started working with real estate agents, we saw market reports as like a white paper. Nobody reads them. They're very informational. They've got great content to them, well written, but at the same time, it's a PDF that you're handing off to somebody that has a ton of numbers that really don't make sense to anybody unless it's explained to them potentially. Very relevant for month to month and seeing month over month, especially with what our markets are doing in the last few years, from going crazy with no inventory to interest rates going up to should I buy, should I sell, to getting cash offers. Those kind of videos you can create all the time, and they change. So they're not evergreen. It's not, hey, I created this video once and it's done. If there's new neighborhoods being built up, new developments, that's new videos to be created. Another thing that we tell people to do is FAQs. What are the frequently asked questions you get day in and day out at your company, in your offices, from your clients, from your past clients? What are they reaching back out to you and asking you questions about? These are the videos you need to do. So start making a spreadsheet. I've got a spreadsheet of like 15 to 20 videos at all times that we're in the office, we're getting questions for. There's no different for real estate agents. Make sure you have a steady stream of videos. Keep making them. The more you make them, the more consistent you are with that, the better your flow is going to be, the better you work on those videos, and the more professional it's going to get. And honestly, it has to be original, right? So the videos not only need to be consistent, they need to be original. If you don't wear a suit and tie, like I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, people, like I wear a t-shirt to work a lot. I rarely wear long sleeve collared shirts unless I'm doing something for business or for boards that I'm on. I try to stay out of a suit as much as possible. So this is who I am, and this is what I look like in the public. If I'm out at conferences, I'm probably wearing a t-shirt one of those days. I might be wearing a collared golf shirt because I own about 35 golf shirts. I wear comfortable clothes. So again, this is why I'm wearing this shirt, and this is me. So be original and be unique. That's what got you in this position in the first place. So content. Number 2 is content. 3 in the 5-step formula, taking those videos and splitting them. And what I mean by that is, not everybody does this. We live in the camp that we think this is a good idea. So you're creating these videos, get them edited. And we help with people doing editing. We can put you in the right direction for a great editor. But you're editing those videos and you're posting them on your YouTube channel. We take those videos that you've already done and then we chop those up a little bit, do a little bit of editing and maintenance to them, and make them unlisted on your YouTube channel and just run those as ads, because those videos need to stand out on their own. And if we just run advertisements and YouTube traffic to the videos that are published, it's going to give you some skewed numbers. It's going to show that a lot of people watched it. There's not going to be a lot of comments to it potentially, but we're under the impression that it's better for your organic traffic, better for your channel's health if we do listed and unlisted. So again, you're taking those videos and you're splitting them out. You're creating that content, you're creating it for yourself, and then we're taking it and repurposing it. We can also repurpose it for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter too, if you want. So that's why we say, take those videos and we're editing those on top of you posting them into YouTube. So number 3 is splitting your videos. You got listed and unlisted. We use the unlisted for the ads. The listed are for what people can see online, what you send out on an email list if you want. But getting those blasted out so people are seeing those. Number 4 in the 5-step formula, build a perfect blend of custom audiences. So this is kind of where where all the magic happens, I guess, so to speak. If you get a lot of organic traffic to your website, if you're doing a lot of paid ads, so a lot of our customers are doing paid traffic for buyer leads or seller leads. If you're getting all of that traffic and bringing that in, then we're going to remarket and retarget to them regardless if they signed up or not. We're going to get back in front of them with YouTube ads. The reason we're saying get a perfect blend of custom audiences is you want to get a custom audience that has a bunch of traffic that came in organically, that came in paid, maybe they came through Facebook, maybe they came through and hit your channel organically. We can match those up and run that. You can also do something that we kind of like to call traffic hijacking. We can go to Google and say, hey, if anybody's been out looking for some other large websites where you might look at homes for sale, then we want to target them. They might not have ever seen your stuff, but they're out there looking for homes for sale on other sites that's not yours, and we want to get in front of them and show them some videos that might be interesting to them, but also might be very valuable to them to show your worth. It's a great way if you're doing these audiences to do hyper-local stuff, get yourself branded, show your intelligence to what you're doing, and really hit home on what the best reason to work with you is. So perfect blend, custom audiences. So you're not just pushing out traffic and just hoping that the right people see it. We're getting very precise on that. So that's a big thing. Number 5 in the 5-step YouTube formula for real estate agents is turn on those ads and update the videos. So we told you we wanted 2 to 4 videos and we'd take 8 to 10. We're moving videos in and out. So you might be surprised when we tell people, and a lot of people are surprised when we tell them that, but you might find this surprising, but we can get video views. We can get in front of people for 3 to 7 cents a view. It might be 24 cents for some, 50 cents for some really, really highly valuable traffic. But for the most part, we can get in front of people with all kinds of videos, whether it's a listing video where you're doing a video walkthrough, or it's a video of you talking about market stuff. Depending on what that video is, we might be able to get in front of people for as little as 3 cents a view. So that means we're going to get a lot of volume. You're going to get in front of a lot of people, which also means there's an opportunity for fatigue, for ad fatigue. If you see the same ad 15, 20 times, like how many people really pay attention to progressive ads anymore, right? So if you're on the internet, or you're on the internet, or you're on TV, watching TV, and you see progressive ads, you kind of just like clock out. Like that lady's been on progressive ads for 10 years, and you're kind of that voice is white noise to you. You don't even really pay attention. But you can get around that fatigue by cycling through those videos and having those videos be around only for a brief moment, only for so many impressions. So when we're working with somebody, we're saying move these videos out of circulation every 1 to 2 weeks. We're seeing performance dip from there. So what we see a lot of people do wrong is they want to do one video and run that for the life of the video. If you're showing it to the same people, think about that. Think about what that says. And then also think about the videos that you're seeing out there in the world for ads. Start seeing those. If you're seeing somebody doing the same video that's getting in front of you, and you see that video 3 times a day for the last 30 days, is that person a good marketer? Do they have a shitty marketing team? It's kind of annoying, and it sort of seems like they don't know what they're doing. But if you're getting good, consistent change-ups of video, that's a beautiful thing, and it really shows your value, shows your intelligence, shows your professionalism, that you have all this different content that you're out there giving, and people actually watch those videos a lot longer if it's the good custom audience that you're looking for. So keep that in mind. It's a 5-step formula that we use. There's a lot of ins and outs that go with it. Everything is customized for that client. We don't really do a hey, off the shelf, we're going to turn this on and go. It's a strategy plan. It's figuring out what works for you and then following those 5 formulas. So you've got the create local content, you've got consistent flow of videos, you've got taking the videos and splitting them from listed to unlisted, you've got a perfect blend of audience. The audience is big. And then number 5 is going to be that cycling those videos in and out and making sure that you're staying relevant in the world of YouTube. So I hope that helps kind of answer what to look for and what that formula looks like. Very easy to implement that on your side of getting your videos up and getting videos going. You could have a ton of content and show up to somebody like us or anybody else that does YouTube ads and hand that off to them and make their life a lot easier. Again, content, make sure it's relevant, make sure it's local, and good luck out there getting your videos going. If you have any questions, just post them down underneath. If you want to subscribe and like this video, great. If you don't think I hit everything, put that in there. Tell me what you think I'm missing out on. We always love to have conversation back and forth and seeing what works for you and what might not work for others. So have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.